Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's been a few days. It's been a while. I haven't kept track, but I know when I went out of town, I was not able to make a video. I quickly realized that that wouldn't be possible at the house I was staying at. I stayed with my cousin, and he doesn't believe in having heat, for one thing. For one thing. And it was very small because he's also a carpenter, and he had to get these doors that he was working on, giant doors, out of the cold weather. So they were in the room. So there was just a really small space, but there's no way I could have had a bikini top or anything on in there. I had to wear a snuggie at all times when I was in there, plus a beanie and sweatpants. And then when I slept, I had a cot, and I put 2 sleeping bags below and then 3 on top of me, plus an alpaca blanket, plus a heated blanket, an electric blanket. And he just had a little tiny thin blanket to sleep in. And his reasoning, it's sound reasoning, is that you want it to be cold, so when you go outside, it doesn't impact you. It's like you just go out there. It's the same as inside. Upstairs, they had a fireplace or a little stove, so that's where we usually sat and gathered around, conversated with the motley crew of people that live there, and that was fine. So, I brought all my stuff for no reason. This video, I'll just tell you right now, is going to be kind of just an update on my life. And if that sounds dull to you, you are still not allowed to scroll away. I repeat, stay. Life has its ups and downs of excitement and then just the dull nature of reality at times. And I've been having some of that and a bit of a restless feeling. Mostly this urge to learn something new. And so that's what I've been trying to think, like, what do I want to learn? I brought a bunch of beads. Well, I had this project in mind, and my aunt had beads to give me, and so I could do some bead work, but that sounds very mundane. I'm not very good at sticking strings through little tiny holes, but I do have that as as an art project. As far as I was going to kind of go the meditation route, which I'm still anticipating doing some of that. I've had so many run-ins with the setup of it because I got a new microphone and it was the wrong thing, so I had to send that back. I got another one. It had the wrong connector, so I'd order that. And when these kind of things keep happening, it just kind of tells me that I need to maybe do a different direction. So if I do them, I'm going to stick with just the one that I had already bought and see how that goes, and maybe do less channeling and just kind of try to do my own meditation and be at my own rhythm. Because before, I had done channeling of like this golden goddess energy, and I've come to realize that that can be a powerful energy, but when you're getting energy from another source, there's a give and take, so it's going to take some from you. And I noticed I was very tired after those, so we'll see how that goes. Breathe. And on the other thing of wanting to learn, I kind of had this idea about getting into a TikTok shop, because I know someone that did it and was very successful, but now they're thinking about banning that. So I may do some other shop on something else. I don't know. It's not even a matter of wanting to try to make money, though that would be nice. I do also want to just learn a new skill. And my reasoning is that if I'm going to be staring at a screen, I should be doing something productive. And there's plenty of time in the day that I'm staring at a screen. Inhale. Exhale. My mantra lately is just faith, one word. I just put the word right here. And when I go anywhere, I just say it out loud in my head and just see how people respond. I've been getting a lot of good eye contact that way. It feels nice when you have that voice that's always ever present. Not enough, not enough. That's how my hypnosis therapist says it too. Not enough, not enough. When you have that voice, it's nice just to have the faith that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're in the exact right place that you're supposed to be. Everything is completely perfect in this now moment. Inhale, exhale. I have family coming tomorrow, and I'm really excited about that. I know sometimes it seems like I hang out with my family a lot, but I've, over the years, kind of learned to cherry pick through them and pick the best ones. So every time I hang out with someone in my family now, it's such a joy. I used to feel an obligation to take care of everyone in my family. Their family, their family. I've kind of taken on a new impression, a new voice. Oh, and actually on that whole thing about not enough, there was a trend on TikTok that I thought was funny because they had everyone go on there and they would make a video that sounded very serious, like, oh, I didn't think I did enough or accomplished enough in 2024. So, but then I looked back and realized all the things that I'd accomplished, and I learned how to do gymnastics. I competed in baseball. I sung my first ever sold out show, and it had them just superimposed into all of these things. I really like that. It's like, that's how we feel like we have to be. We have to have all these great things happening at all times. Inhale, exhale. And as I was saying that, I've kind of taken on an impression of, when you hang out with people, you take on bits and pieces of them. And when I was at my cousin's house, one of the people that lived there is this older woman, and she was the most calming presence of the group. I really liked her. She was very deliberate with stuff. And I'm going to get the groceries, and then I'm gonna make dinner. So now whenever I find myself having to do something mundane, I've been doing that voice. Then I'm gonna make my bed, and then I'm gonna brush my teeth. Something about it makes me, first of all, it makes me laugh, so that's good. And then it just kind of helps you get through those mundane parts of life. They had this other guy there that he wasn't necessarily one of the roommates. He oh, and since I've been home from there being so cold at his house, I've been getting up every morning, still my early time, and now I go for a 30-minute walk no matter how cold it is. So I'm proud of that. Trying to not close off to the cold and embrace it as well. And give it a big warm hug or cold hug. This other guy that was there, I had my reasons he kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not going to air his dirty laundry, but it was a lesson in trying to be accepting of all that, though I have a hard time with certain things because I understand homelessness, but the big part of it, especially now that I've been in volunteering at the shelter for 3 years, a lot of times people don't want to go in there because they have to get sober. So a lot of times, and some of them don't, some of them just don't like the routine or whatever. But if you're imposing on other people because you need a place to crash because you got too high for, you know the deal. And he was there, and I had to just tune him out. But I had made all these cookies for everyone to eat, and I noticed that he kept eating them, and then they were on the table in front of us, and there was like a part of me that was like, he's eating another one? I don't want him to eat my cookies. I want everyone else, but not him. But I started to realize that he probably needed those cookies more than anybody, because when I cook with love, and I know that there was love in those cookies, and he definitely needed some of that. It took me like a day to realize that, though. I went to church the next morning, and even though it was like a fire and brimstone speech, which I'm not into, it is always a moment for me to reflect on myself. And I was like, okay, that wasn't very gracious. I mean, thank goodness I didn't say anything, but I was thinking it. All right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you really get looped up in your head, just think inhale, exhale. If you can think of nothing else. And I'm going to think of faith. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and reach out to me. I love hearing from you.